How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael SK, and welcome back to Higurashi When They Cry. So, a little bit of a warning here. It is nighttime, and even the last episode was recorded during the night, and there was a little bit of a spooky vibe in the last episode. It may not be a good idea for me to continue to record these at night because I will probably be a little bit more scared than I really should be. I'm easily scared, yes, but if it's daytime and not nighttime, I do a little better, just a little bit. But in the last episode, there was a little bit of a spooky vibe as we found, I guess, an article in a magazine, an old magazine or newspaper, that pretty much confirmed that yes, there was a horrific accident, that did occur here about a year or so ago, and nobody is talking about it, as if it had never happened, which is kind of concerning. I can kind of get maybe why they wouldn't want to talk about it now that we know a little bit more about it, but maybe there's something else behind it as well. Who really knows? But anyways, let's read on. I guess another warning here. I am a little tired. I actually don't even have my glasses on, so this will be a fun one. The function of this school as an educational facility is very questionable. Our PE class is exceptionally disorganized. The only things we do together are the warm-ups at the start. The teacher isn't even there after that. All we do is play together. That's not too terrible of a thing.
仕方ないじゃん。年齢も性別もバラバラだし。
一応ね、体育の時間は校庭で体を動かすのだけが決まりなの。
I guess we're doing the old school PE uniforms, or at least that's what I refer to them as. Let's check out our legacy sprites. Alright, that's the manga gamer. I kind of like how Mion has her sleeves rolled up. Not really sure what that's accomplishing, but at least it's something. Oh yeah, now that's good. That's perfect. And she doesn't have her sleeves rolled up in in this one. That's kind of weird. All the little kids were gallivanting about, or however you pronounce that. Well, they certainly are being active. They might be getting plenty of exercise, but...
きっと教育委員会はこの学校を見落としてるんだろうな。
Oh, and most definitely.
お待たせしましたです。さてご一同様、今日の体育は何をいたしましょう。
Out of complete curiosity, let's see what the sprites look like for the children. We have Manga Gamer. Oh, they don't look too bad. Actually, I don't think we'd ever seen the other sprites for these characters before. And Sadako looks very scary with her eyes like that. And all that scariness just suddenly disappeared. Fantastic.
おっしゃ、これでいつものメンバー全員集合だな。
さて委員長、今日は一体どんな体育をやるのかな？やるのかな？
Mion hampered and across her arms haughtily, surveying the area.
瞬発力と持久力。スポーツの世界においては仲間などいない。すべてがライバル。信じられるのは己の肉体のみ。
なんだそりゃ、漫画の読みすぎだろ。
I quipped without missing a beat.
ってわけで、温故知新。古いながらもすべての要素を詰め込んだ屋外乱戦の王様、鬼ごっこでいこう。
What a lead up. It was quite the adorable choice to make after playing it up so much, yeah.
望むところですわ。のろまな圭一さんは家の一番に鬼ですの。僕だって負けませんです。レナも頑張るもの。今日は負けないぞ。
なんでお前らそんなにやる気満々なんだよ。
快速第3条。ゲームは絶対に楽しく参加しなければならない。
We're being forced to enjoy something?
じゃあこれ部活なのかよ。
Everyone smirked at each other. They all seem pretty confident. I'm a man. Physically, I should be able to keep up with any girls my own age. Regardless, Mion and Sadako looked like they were aiming for victory, and Rena was looking at me as if pitying my disadvantage.
上等だぜ。鬼ごっこ。 乗ってやらー
My yell echoed across the school grounds. These were the rules. Anyone who was able to evade being tagged before the bell was a winner, but we didn't switch who was it. The ones who were tagged by it also became it. Ah, so zombies, tight. Or no, infected, excuse me. So the number of people who were it could increase exponentially. The end game would become a hellish siege.
ここいらではこの遊びのことゾンビ鬼って呼んでるけどね。
No, it's infected.
なるほど。食われたやつがゾンビ化するからな。
なんでそんな怖いこと言うんだろう。
Well, this is supposed to be a scary game. This one's supposed to be, what, very difficult in terms of scariness?
レナを捕まえたら生きたままお腹を食い破ってやるからな。
You guys want to know something funny? Back when I was recording Doki Doki Literature Club, like two-ish years ago? Man, it's been a while. That was a psychologically scary game, because I wasn't really expecting a lot, as many others weren't as well. Obviously, don't like Doki Doki Literature Club and all the hype that it gets, but I actually was kind of, fearful to record more of that. Right now, not exactly fearful to record more Higurashi, but I wonder if there will be a day when I am. Just very hesitant to jump back in.
やだよケイチ君、そうなのや。
I got so off topic that I don't even know what we even said. Rika-chan placed her hand on Rena's head as she panicked.
大丈夫です。ケイチに食われる前に僕が優しく食べてあげますです。リカ、それは全然慰めになってませんわ。
It really isn't. Both Mion and I nodded deeply.
最初の鬼、ゾンビはどうやって決める？じゃんけんか？
一応授業時間だからね。問題で決めよう。問題を出すから答えられなかったやつがゾンビ。
I have no idea which grade level they're coming from. I mean, I'm not really good at Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader or whatever it's called. What does the Japanese word roku mean? Fuck. Huh? I was bewildered by the sudden question. Mion repeated it.
だから答えるの。6は英語で。
I don't fucking know.
6だ。
なら靴下は。
Yeah, I have zero idea.
ソックスだね。
アルファベットの後ろから3つ目。
X ですよ。
Okay, that I knew.
では性別は英語で。
もちろんわかりますわ。それは
Sadako cut herself off before finishing the answer. I see, it's quite a lewd question.
さとこは大人だもんね。知らないわけはないよね。
知ってますもの。知ってるもん。
じゃあ言ってごらんよ。あれだよ、あれ。あれは英語で。
さとこちゃん困ってる。かわいい。
Oh, I should have saw that one coming.
持ち帰るなよ。犯罪だからな。
If I didn't nip it in the bud, she really might have tried to take her home. Mion's pursuit was relentless, making Sadako stammer.
さあさあさあ言ってごらんよ、大声で。あれは英語で何という？
知ってるもん。知ってるもん。知ってるもん。だからザットですよ。ザット。
All of us were a bit surprised by Rika-chan's unexpected answer. I see. Well, it certainly is what that means. That could have been awkward. I wonder what I would have done in Sadako's position. I'd probably get ticked off and just blurt out you-know-what at the top of my lungs. The thing is, I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. I wouldn't want you as an enemy, Mio and Sotozaki. Thank goodness you were born a girl. If you were a boy, you'd probably be a perverted asshole.
仕方ありませんわね。不詳 この北条聡子がゾンビ役を務めさせてもらいますわ。みんな食い殺してやりますですな。
Seems like she's raring to go.
100数えればいいんですの。
100数えるのはズルするやつがいるからな。俺の問題が解けたら追ってよし。
圭一くん、簡単なのにしてあげてね。
5分の1のケーキと6分の1のケーキと7分の1のケーキを一皿に乗せました。
分母が違いますですの。
Sadako grabbed a stick in a panic and began drawing a cake and fractions on the ground.
ケーキ1個を60秒で食べられる聡子がそれを全部食べると、お皿にはケーキがいくつ残っているでしょう。
Just as I finished giving the word problem, Mion shouted.
よーいドン。
On Mion's signal, everyone but Sadako scattered.
圭一くん、それ問題じゃないよね。
Sadako had already lost the moment she started working it out. She's eating it all, so of course there's nothing left on the plate. Everybody dashed off in a direction they thought was best. Knowing the lay of the land, they probably headed right to the best spots. It was obvious I was at a disadvantage. At a time like this, it would have been more effective to go along with those trained in survival skills. Like Mion, for example. The fact that I didn't realize it at the start of the game probably hurt my chances. Glancing back over the school grounds, I saw Sadako just rising up to start. She was really mad. Yes. She got tripped up on such a dumb question. It really was a dumb question. I stood at one of the corners of the school. I had clear sight lines in two directions and would probably have a good response time if any zombies started closing in. For the time being, I caught my breath and focused on what I was trained to think during club activities yesterday. Now think calmly, Keiichi, my bro. If I was it, what would I do? Increasing my numbers would be the shortcut to victory. Then going after the weakest player first is the obvious plan of attack. Meaning me.
さて圭一さんはどこでございましょう。逃がしませんことよ。
But of course, what would be the best method to track me down? Footprints or smell? Or maybe some type of trail? If I could craftily hide my tracks, then there would be no trail for Sadako to follow. But I was no detective. Would I even be able to do that kind of thing in an amateur game like this?
どう見た？岡村。圭一さんを見かけなかったでございませんこと？
What the heck? Do zombies hunt their prey by asking nicely where they went? Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun pointed to the location where I was hiding. After confirming she was headed in this direction, I abandoned my position. It wasn't easy to hide myself with all those little kids running around as they pleased. It was becoming even more obvious that I was at a disadvantage from not being familiar with these surroundings. If that's how it was going to be, then to confront this intelligence-gathering zombie, I just have to counter it in a similar vein. I approached some girls playing with a ball.
すまんが伝言を頼まれてくれ。北条聡子にご両親が校門に来てるぞってな。
伝言いいよいいよ。
Thank you, young lady. I guess I stopped the girls as they turned to run off.
待て、まだ行くな。あと園崎ミオンにもだ。先生が校門のところで呼んでるぞって伝えてくれ。
Haha, I'm quite the schemer if I do say so myself. If things went well, then Sadako and Mion would run into each other at the gate. It would put me at a disadvantage if more people were it, but this was Mion we were talking about. She'd figured out a way to escape. But that was just fine, as long as it bought me more time. Haha, dance for me, Mion and Sadako. In the palm of my hand. Having my fill of playing the con man, I looked for a place to hide. If you think about it logically, I'd only bought myself a scant amount of time. And it might even come back to bite me. Once it became apparent I'd started spreading false information through messengers, I could end up being the recipient of one of those messages. Sadako would probably ask the messengers to help her look for me. That would mean there would be more zombies than participants in the game. The virus that was brought about my mischief could cause an epidemic. All my classmates would transform into zombies and would only be searching for me. This tactic might backfire horribly. While trembling at the thought of the impending dawn of the dead, I began searching for a safe house. I found a shed by the incinerator behind the school. There's an incinerator here? After climbing up to the roof, I held my breath. It wasn't a bad place to hold out. Not only did I have good line of sight, but if necessary, I could jump off in 3 different directions to escape. It was getting rowdy down there. The lower grades were running around below the shed.
いないね、前原さん。そっちいた？いない。圭一さんどこだろう？お父さんが校門に来てるのにね。
Haha. That was definitely a lie. The word gate, the same one I'd used, gave a hint of revenge. So Mion was behind this. I was still keeping 1 step ahead of the game. I felt bad for my underclassmen, but they'd have to search until the school bell.
ねえねえ、圭一さん知らない？お母さんが急病で大変なんだって。前原さんに伝言だよ。家が火事だから急いで校門に来いって。前原さん家にジャンボ機が墜落したらしいよ。
Oh, of course it did.
警察が事情聴取に来てるって言ってた。
Honestly, if something that awful happened, I'm pretty sure we would be able to see it from here. This isn't that big of a fucking village. Anything goes now.
趣味は抱き枕のコレクションなんだって。
I thought that said peeing into bathrooms. It's like, isn't that what you're supposed to do? But nope, that's something different. Huh?
夜な夜なベッドで抱きながら寝てるって本当なの？
Who were they talking about?
ふにふにの柔らかい感触がたまんないって。
No way I would do that.
委員長の写真貼り付けたのも貼るらしいよ。
Damn. This was your doing, Mion. Calm down, Keiichi Maibara. This is Mion's battle tactic to flush me out. Just hold on. If my underclassmen thought about it logically, they would know it's all nonsense. But small kids don't think about things logically. To them, all of those things were true, so they all chuckled together while looking for me. I win, Mion. It's my victory. Yes, wiping unrelenting tears away, I felt intoxicated by my own victory.
聞いた？転校生の前原さんって二次元萌えの人なんだって。
The cost of beating Mion had too high a price. Oh, someone passed below. That's Rena and Rika-chan.
リカちゃんはまだ無事かな？なんとか頑張ってますです。
We should not give away our hiding spot here.
みーちゃんも鬼になっちゃったみたいなの。
Mion? It couldn't be. She'd become it because of my little strategy? This confirmed that Mion was behind this relentless message war. Then this wasn't good.
みーちゃんはなんとか巻いたけど、さとこちゃんは。さとこは土管のところを探してますから、ここはしばらくは安全ですよ。
Upon hearing that, I breathed a sigh of relief. While Rena was slumped on the ground breathing heavily, Rika-chan had started creeping up to her. Rika-chan doesn't normally make noise when she walks, but it's strange. It couldn't be.
リカちゃん？何かな？何かな？大丈夫ですよ。
I had never seen Rika-chan smile so creepily before.
なんで近寄ってくるのかな？来るのかな？リカちゃんはゾンビじゃないもんね。怖くないです。僕が優しく食べてあげますです。
Uh-oh.
嘘だよね。
I wonder how she got caught.
リカちゃんがそんな。
Rena was pressed against the wall, and Rika-chan lurched forward with both arms out, just like a zombie. Rena quaked with her back pushed up against the wall. It was quite a surreal scene of horror, like one of those zombie breakout videos you'd see. At that moment, Rena's eyes met mine. Zombie Rika-chan turned 180 degrees, exorcist style, and glared at me.
いたケイちゃん見っけ
Mion popped out from behind the cinder block wall around the garbage dump, also seeing where I was. My position was only advantageous when there was only one zombie. Being surrounded was not as good.
ケイイチさんを見つけたですって？
I could tell that Sadako was rushing my way. It seemed that Rika-chan had let Rena escape, and now she was baring her fangs in my direction.
降りてこいケイちゃん
The three zombies circled the shed, moaning curses.
お前ら怖い怖すぎる
ケイイチさんの腹渡はどんな味がするのかしら？ケイイチさん、ケイイチも僕たちの仲間になってほしいです。
誰か助けてくれ
I saw Rena apologizing to me from across the schoolyard. An apology? Sorry. Leaving me for dead? Rena. I leapt off the roof out of fear, slipping as I landed. Sadako and Rika jumped on top of me, and after straddling me, they tickled me all over my body. Damn, truly a fate worse than death. Or something along those lines.
ってことはあとはレナか。チャイムまであと何分もないね。
のれんレナよくも俺を見殺しに
At least we weren't the first one to get infected. The feelings of a zombie. I understood how vengeful ghosts with lingering regrets felt.
かわいそかわいそです。でもこれでケイイチも仲間ですよ。
I felt like I'd been bitten by a vampire and was now one of their thralls. It was a strange feeling being welcomed over to the side that had pursued me.
ゾンビ鬼なかなか奥深し
気取ってる場合じゃありませんわ。レナを捕まえるのですの。
校長が廊下を歩いてる。もうすぐチャイムが鳴るよ。
To devour Rena, I, who had been turned into a demon of vengeance, needed to use any means necessary. Except I wasn't just a zombie. I was a master of the night, a vampire. Using the same trick that had tightened the noose around my own neck, I used my classmates to further my evil designs. I gathered up the lower grades from around the school grounds.
みんな聞いてくれレナが大変なんだ今すぐレナを探し出してくれ
前原さん家にジャンボ機が落っこちたことより大変なの？
Well, this isn't gonna work. Oh yeah, it had turned into that, hadn't it? Mion whistled nonchalantly, trying to avoid the blame.
ああジャンボ機なんか目じゃないぞレナン地に墜落したのはなんと小惑星だ
小惑星ですって？
ああ宇宙人が作った装置でロシュの限界を解除しまさか俺もそこまでやるとは思わなかった
My bad.
しかも続いて今度は100個も地球軍の完全な誤算だ
Wait, if that's at a 100-kilometer radius, how big is this village? The lower grades were dumbfounded, their eyes like saucers at the grand turn of events.
地球軍って私たち宇宙人と戦争でもしてるんですか？
このままでは地球は壊滅だしかしレナの放つ音速のマッハレナパンチなら小惑星を全て迎撃することができるそう地球軍のトップエースそれがリュウグウレナなのだ
The lower grade students all gulped. And it seemed I'd made them fully understand that the fight for Earth was lost without Rena.
さあチレ同志諸君レナを探し出すのだ
Yeah, my comrades in the lower grades let out an enthusiastic cheer and dashed off in various directions around the school grounds. Huh? There was still one person who hadn't gone.
でもたとえレナさんでも月を押し戻すことなんてできるんでしょうか？
Why are these kids really smart?
心配無用だつい先日もレナは地球に激突するはずの水星爆弾を一つ弾き飛ばしている 小惑星の100個や200個くらい音速を超える高速のパンチで一撃だ。
竜宮さんってすごいんだ。
Satisfied with that, she also rushed off to look for Rena. It does seem like there are some promising up-and-comers amongst the youngsters.
ケイちゃんの才能をおじさんは改めて知ったよ。
It didn't really feel like she was complimenting me, but whatever.
しかし圭一さんもやるでございますわね。これは頼もしいですわ。
でもこの人数なら勝てる。これだけいれば勝てるよ。
圭一はゾンビに立候補した方が良かったと思いましたです。
Rika-chan's words stung a bit, but I'd let it slide for now. I don't know if we can win, to be completely honest. Not even Rena would be able to escape the entire class. As a result of everyone's thorough search, Rena was finally cornered in the back of the sports equipment shed.
怖いよみんな。圭一くんまで怖いよ。
It probably was scary being chased around by the entire student body. All the lower grades closed in on Rena, saying that she was the only one who could save the world.
みんなが何を言ってるのかわかんないよ。レナはパンチで小惑星なんか破壊できないよ。
Hey man, you gotta at least try.
レナ、さっきはよくも見捨てたな。覚悟はできてるだろうな。
さっきはごめんね圭一くん。だって仕方なかったんだもん。おとなしく食い尽くされるでございますの。
Enough talking. Let's end this now. Come on.
みんなで
The
仲
bell
良
is
し
going
です
to
よ。
ring.
さあレナ、念仏でも唱えな。
Rena had stumbled onto a mat, trembling with tears in her eyes. I closed in. Associating the situation with a similar, particularly immoral one made my pulse quicken just a little bit. Sadako and Rika-chan were both wiggling their fingers. I probably wanted to tickle Rena. Rena, wanting no part of what she knew was about to happen, went stiff with fear.
圭一くんはみんなみたいなひどいことしないよね。しないよね。
さあどうかな。さて覚悟は決まったかな。
いいよ圭一くんなら。
Okay. The face she made as she resigned herself to her fate made my heart skip a beat.
圭一くんはひどいことしないってレナ信じてるし。
Body won't move. That had to be some sort of anti-zombie mantra. The second my sense of reason chimed in, the beast inside me instantly died. Up, and there's the bell. There was the bell. Game over.
やったやった生き残ったよ。わーいわーい。
Rena pranced around merrily as if a curse had been broken. Well, kinda.
あとわずかのところで日光が差し、悪のゾンビ軍団は廃人と帰したか。ヒロインが生き残るのは映画のお約束だもんな。
何を気取ってるのですの。圭一さんがもたもたしてるから。お仕置きしますです。
I was subdued by Sadako and Rika-chan and once again sentenced to death by 100 tickles.
許した。
I hate being tickled.
じゃあ生き残ったでしょうは竜宮レナと園崎美音。イエーイ。
あれみーちゃんゾンビじゃなかったの。
ふりしてただけ。敵を騙すには味方からって言うじゃん。
うおー、ミオン
Wait, how? What? How did she get away with
は
that?
いはい、急いで着替えないとね。次の授業に遅れんなよ。
離せサドコ、リカちゃん。いやー
Having had my fill of being terrified to my very core by club activities, I solemnly swore I would have Mion crying for mercy next time. Yeah, she did a pretty good job. I guess what may have happened is that Rika became it, and then they split up, so Rika could go after Rena, and then Sadako could do her own thing. And maybe each of them thought that the other had gotten Mion, maybe? That's my guess, at least. And then they never questioned it. That was just that. We done with the transitions? Come on. There we go. We're back home. Hell yeah. Alright. We will end it here. Feel like that was a pretty good episode. Just one thing going on that entire time, which is totally cool. Thank you all for watching this episode. I hope you all, excuse me, enjoyed it. I am going to go to bed so that I may get up and enjoy yet another day of living. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that fancy stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.